Maybe I should have died in that incident. Maybe I should have not accepted to enter the house. Maybe they'd have shot me in the car, because maybe that would have made my mom happy.
He sent people to threaten, we are going to kill you.
As the case was going on.
As the case was going on.
William Tett, former Minister Betty Tett's son, has today been sentenced to death.
Gangsters raid a house in the city. 2 of them are shot dead. The police will later realize it was an inside job. A family member was behind the robbery. This is the story of the son of an assistant minister accused of staging a robbery at the parents' home. William Tett says it wasn't him. Tonight on Case Files, it was our son. For a man who says he ran a small but successful business, and one who the parents say went to the best of schools in the country, committing maximum security prison has been a very lonely place for William David Tett, or Billy as he's fondly referred to. Billy was arrested and later charged with the capital offense of robbery with violence. He was accused of violently stealing, not from his neighbors, but from his parents. Billy, the youngest adopted son of the soft-spoken former Member of Parliament and Assistant Minister Betty Tett, was found guilty of 3 counts of robbery with violence. He was accused of robbing his father, the father's housemaid, and farmhand. It all started on the 6th day of September 2011. At Betty Tett's home, the former assistant minister was preparing to go to work. The husband, William Maldry Tett, was at home. At the homestead was the farmhand, as was the housemaid.
It happened in the morning because I just woken up. I was living that time with my girlfriend. She was working at the airport. So I was taking her to work, and I had a radio to fix because my car's a stereo, and I had to take it to Park Sound, that's in Gara. So I just dropped her. On the way, after dropping her, I was going through Njogo Road.
Billy says he decided to drive through Eastlands area. Billy says he was confronted by a gun-wielding gang as he approached Bama Market.
Of course, there's a bypass that is passing Bama Market. That is where I was. There's a car which actually overtook me and blocked me off, and I knocked it on the back side, on the rear side, and 2 gentlemen, about 3 gentlemen, just jumped out. They opened my car. They told me to open the door, and I opened it because I was in shock. I didn't know what, I've just knocked a car. This thing happened in a quick second, and I was totally confused. I was told to move over. So I just moved over, so jumped in the back seat. They opened, one jumped on the steering, the other 2 guys jumped behind, told me, get your face on the ground, on the floor of the car. And I did that.
According to Billy, he decided to cooperate with the gang since he had no choice. He says he was sandwiched between 2 men. With one of the gang members now on the steering wheel, the gang commandeered his motor vehicle. The parents' home in Karen was their next destination.
The car was moving because they started telling me, we know you, we know your name is William, and we are here, we want you to do for us something. We want you to take us to your parents' house. That is in Karen. And it's like they already knew me, they already knew my name, they knew who my mom is. I was frightened, I was totally frightened. They told me they're going to kill me. And they told me if I don't follow and comply to what they're telling me, I'm going to lose my life.
William David Tett insists there was nothing else he could do.
When they stopped the car, they told me, come out, come out, come out. Go on the driver's seat. I got on the driver's seat. At that time, it was just a few minutes. It's actually not, just a few meters, sorry, to the main gate of my mom's place. So these people already even knew where my mom's gate is. So once I came and once I was there, they told me what you must do, you must follow instructions. You must get us into the house. we know that there's money in the house. And if anything I do, or if I try to raise an alarm, they're going to kill me or they're going to hurt my family. And that is what I did.
The son says he owed the father 70,000 shillings.
I saw my dad walking in because I think one of somebody went to call him, the worker. As he walked in, the first thing that he started shouting at me about, where is my money?
Billy says the gang that forced him and his father along with the farmhand and the housemaid into the house.
My dad started shouting about why am I in the house? Who are those people? Where is my money? And that time I'm sitting with these two gangster men. They've just hijacked me. So before I could even speak a word, these guys just woke up, put a gun on my dad and on me, ordered us to sit down, lie down on the ground. I was told to go lie down on the ground. The next minute, I actually saw the maid coming in because I was on the ground. I could see some movement of legs. I saw her face on the ground. And then I heard them saying to my dad, where's the money? My dad saying, he's going to give the money.
After a few minutes, the gang of two left, but not before stealing personal effects and 1,000 shillings that Billy's father had in his wallet. The gang, it appears, was not done.
I was told to wake up, get up on the ground. I was forged marched back to the car I came from. They opened the boot. I was put into the boot. Once I was in the boot, actually, I heard voices. I could hear voices around the car saying that, no, we have to go back in the house. I don't know what. There's something that they didn't get.
Billy claims he had gunshots while in the trunk of the car.
Then I heard the car moving into different directions. I don't know where we went to. I was in the boot. I was really scared because, I'm in a moving vehicle. I don't know what is going to happen. I had gunshots.
That is William David Tett take on the event on the morning of the 6th of September 2011.
I could hear that there was a voice which was outside. I heard movement. I heard one man stopping and saying, what is this guy doing here? In Swahili, "Hii gari inafanya nini hapa?" So I somehow got courage. I started knocking on inside the boot because I was stuffed in the boot. I started knocking on the boot and saying, hey, inside here, I'm in the boot. So this guy came up and said, hey, konini? So I said, niko kundani ya gari. So he said, okay, let me go and see if I can try to help you. I was frozen. First thing I was thinking is, am I still alive? Is my mom alive? Is my dad alive? Is anyone injured? I don't know.
Days later, William David Tett was arrested by the police. His version of events was not adding up. Police suspected Billy might have had a hand in the violent robbery at their current home.
I went to get my car with the tow truck, and brought back to the police station. Then after about 3 to 4 hours, I was told that I was arrested with my girlfriend, taken to Embakasi police station, spent the night, taken to Langata the next day, spent another night. My girlfriend was released after 2 days. I was kept in the cells.
William David Tett was formally charged before a Nairobi court as the man who collaborated with the gangsters to rob his family. The prosecution called in more than 10 witnesses. The onus was on the prosecution to place Billy at the scene of the crime, or at least place him on its way. The prosecution painted a picture of a son who had wanted the parents' property at all costs. Billy's father says, as he returned into the house, he met his son in the company of 2 men. On inquiring, the son told him the 2 were his friends. The father says it was at this point that he asked his son about some money he had owed him. Seconds later, he was followed into the house by 2 men. One pulled out a gun. William already Tett told Nairobi Chief Magistrate Waweru Kiarie he was tied up, his personal effects stolen from him at gunpoint. He was terrorized by the gang in the company of his son. The dad told the court his farmhand and housemaid were also dragged into the house, with one of the gang members slapping the housemaid. The housemaid Christine Nyambura says she was first slapped before being forced into the ground by one of the gunmen. In fact, One of the gang members even tried to stab the housemaid, but it was Billy who intervened and had him stop. The housemaid says while the gang members were tying up William Betty Tett, the father inquired from the son if he was actually stealing from him. The son, the househelp says, told the father he wanted property. But Billy told Case Files he had no reason to steal from his parents.
It's been forced into something which I've not done. Because the only thing that I've doing, which I try to blame myself, is maybe I should have died in that incident. Maybe I should have not accepted to enter the house. Maybe they'd have shot me in the car, because maybe that would have made my mom happy.
A police officer who responded to a distress call told the trial magistrate, Dennis Onsarigo, the response was made by two men leaving the house in a hurry while armed with a gun. They opened fire, killing two on the spot. The prosecution painted a picture of a son who willingly took part in robbing his parents.
I'm very innocent. Up to today, I've always been made innocent. I've never done anything, because according by even people, it is very hard for you to go and do something against your mom. You know, mom died even when I was like 2 years old. So I know no other mother. So she's the only mother that I know. The way I can take my cat, for example. It was born, I brought it up, so it knows no other person.
A witness told the court that Billy appeared the boss of the group. A phone call rang and one of the gang members will ask Billy how best he was to respond to the call. Billy says he had no reason to steal from his parents. He was a man of means and had a lot of respect for the family.
I would not bring thugs to the house to kill her, to do anything but naughty or to rob, because I was under gunpoint, and it was either my life or I had to comply.
The courts will hear none of that. After 3 years on trial, William David Tett was back in court. It was his judgment day. Case Files has repeatedly called Betty Tett seeking an interview. Betty says the son is not remorseful and there are chances he has not reformed. Billy, on the other hand, says he just needs to see the mother. Case Files takes a short break.